Hey everybody, Scott Spreitzer here from DocSports.com. Our opening salvo report for Wednesday, June 6, 2018. Free pick coming up in just a moment. I'm exclusive, by the way, as you know by now, over at DocSports.com with my premium picks. And if you'd like to become a member, if you've yet to do so, click on the link below the video. Set yourself up for a free $60 account over at DocSports.com. Real quickly, want to talk about what we're doing in the NBA. Got a big play going on Wednesday only at DocSports.com. And folks, we are 2-0 in this year's finals. We had Cleveland plus the points game 1, Golden State minus the points game 2, and we're now 41-22, 65% with our last 63. You'll want to jump in on that. That's over at DocSports.com exclusively on Wednesday. As mentioned on Tuesday's report, we're going to start featuring some thoughts from you guys. Interactive opening salvo videos. We'll do this a couple of times a week. Not every single night because we still want to talk about early movers and that kind of stuff in baseball. But our first entry was sent to us by a Twitter follower. His name's Sean, and he wanted to know about 3 teams over-unders in the Big Ten. One of those teams, and we'll start and get them out of the way right away, is the Nebraska Cornhuskers. South Point opened their number 6, and the minus $1.10 both ways, by the way, on that 6. We feel there's just no way we can recommend or suggest jumping in on Nebraska's over-under win total because of the new coaching staff, because of the new style of play, especially on offense where they're going to junk just about everything Mike Riley brought to this program, and Scott Frost will put his stamp on this team right away as he already has beginning in spring practice when he arrived here. The problem is they've got an extremely difficult schedule, a lot of new faces on both sides of the line of scrimmage, and the offense might be led by a freshman quarterback. Makes it awfully tough to jump in on a team that's supposed to win 6 wins at least, even to get you a push 7 wins to win. And when you look at that schedule, I think they'll start out 3-0 out of the blocks. They've got Akron. They're about a 3-touchdown favorite there, late in 2021. They've got Colorado. They've got Troy. All 3 games in Lincoln. They have really little margin of error as far as I'm concerned against the Buffaloes, but I think it's a 3-0 start. The problem is they've got an extremely tough conference schedule, and I think they go 3-6. You look at the teams they're playing on the road, and you're talking about Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio State, Iowa, just one tough game after another on the road. And I think it's going to be very difficult for this team to go better than 3-6 in conference play. I think best case scenario for Nebraska this year, 6-6. I'm not going to mess with the over-under wins total because of it. I think within a couple of years, they will challenge Wisconsin each and every year under Scott Frost and his staff for Big Ten West divisional titles and championship game appearances, but not this year. Again, I think 6 is the perfect number. We'll look to play them, by the way, in individual games throughout the course of the season when we see how this team is reacting to what Scott Frost is bringing to the program. All right, our next team that Sean wanted to talk about, the Purdue Boilermakers. Just like Nebraska, South Point hung 6 wins, over, under, either way, minus $1.10. Here's a little something that I like to do. If a team was expected to do really well their previous season and they disappointed and they've gone from a public darling to falling off the public radar, if they've got a lot of regulars coming back, I like to look to play on those teams. But the same could be said in the opposite version. Purdue, expected to be in rebuilding mode last year under Jeff Brom, has a terrific season. They get to a bowl game. They win 7 games. They are a public darling right now, at least in Las Vegas, to win at least 7 or 8 games. The over-under wins total is 6. I don't think they're going to get to 7 wins. I really don't. Too many changes on defense for Jeff Brom. I think they're going to take a step back on the stop unit. They do return their free safety. They return their strong safety. But 7 of the other 9 defensive positions are going to have new regular starters that are going to take over those top string positions for Jeff Brom. And I think it's going to take some adjusting. First of all, game 1, Northwestern, that's going to be interesting because we're going to get a good gauge on both Northwestern and Purdue and where they set as we head into this 2018 Big Ten season. I think they'll get through the month of September, likely 3-2, but at the very best, by the time the season wraps up, I think it's at best a 6-win team, which means Brom can get back to a bowl game, maybe win another one. But again, I think that's their best case scenario, 6 wins from the Purdue Boilermakers. Here's one we do like on the under, and that is the Michigan Wolverines. Sean says, what do you think about Michigan? Their over-under win total, some shops 8.5, other shops 9, minus $1.20 on the under. Shop for the 9, play the under. That's what we're doing. And what we don't like about Michigan in this one is, again, that offensive line. Listen, the defense, you couldn't ask for a better defense. Up front, linebackers, secondary, it doesn't matter. They're going to be terrific. But I don't trust the offensive line, and I know Harbaugh got his quarterback, Shea Patterson. He's been cleared to play, the transfer from Ole Miss. He gets it, run-pass option, RPO offenses, but you know Harbaugh is not going to completely junk his power formations, which includes the I. So Patterson, who played RPO at Ole Miss, will have to get used to Michigan style of I formation. And here's the thing. They're not going to run that a lot. They're not going to run power offense a lot. But there will be times when he's got to be a traditional 5, 6, 7 step back quarterback as far as dropping back and looking to complete passes when they do go to those different formations. He'll be fine in RPO. The problem is I don't trust this Michigan offensive line until I see some big improvements over last year's version. So there you go. I think this team with their schedule is going to have a very difficult time getting over 8 wins. I think they're going to lose to Notre Dame out of the blocks. I know Notre Dame's got new faces, but check this out, guys. South Point Hotel opened Notre Dame a 7-point home favorite in week 1. Michigan quickly became a 1-point favorite with those Game of the Year lines, Game of the Year betting. Notre Dame pick'em situation, I think the Irish knock off Michigan in Game 1. And when you look at what they've got to do in conference play, the road games that they have, it's going to be a tough road to hoe for this team to get past 8 wins. I really do believe that. Look at their schedule. I've got them going 6-3 in the Big Ten. That would include a home win over Penn State. They've got road games at Northwestern, at Michigan State, at Ohio State, home against Wisconsin, tough game. I mentioned the home game against Penn State. So even if they beat Penn State, which I have them beating them, it's still a situation where this team probably goes 8-4, guys, maybe 9-3 if they get past Notre Dame. That's why you want to shop for that 9 if you're playing the under, because at worst you get a push if they get that 9th win. So there's our 3 plays, our suggestions from Sean. Folks, be sure to put your suggestions in the comment section below. Again, Nebraska we're going to stay away from on their 6-win total. Purdue, we think the most they get is 6 wins, slight lean towards the under, and the play for you, under 9 wins, minus $1.20 with the Michigan Wolverines. Again, red hot NBA Finals, 2-0 going into Wednesday. We do have Wednesday's Game 3 available at DocSports.com on Wednesday morning, exclusive to Doc Sports. 41-22, our NBA Finals run. Be sure to go there and get that and premium baseball on Wednesday. Free pick for Wednesday, San Francisco minus $1.40 over Arizona. It is a day game. We love Chris Stratton in this spot. Chris Stratton, how about this? 13 Ks in his last 11 innings pitched. He had a 3.18 ERA against Zona last year in 3 games against them. He dominated the D-backs earlier this year. I know Arizona had a nice little run heading into the series, but it was against Miami and Cincy. Take San Francisco. That's our free pick. If you agree with that opinion, jump on them. Minus $1.40. And again, it is a day game on Wednesday's card. Hey, you know what to do. Put Wednesday in the win column. Best of luck on Wednesday. I'm Scott Spreitzer of DocSports.com. Right back here Thursday, 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific.